Course Engineering Drawing 1 Unit 1 Introduction to Engineering Drawing. After attending the session, you will be able to understand about the drawing instruments and their uses, explain sheet layout, explore the different types of lines and their application, explain about lettering, dimensioning and conventions of material representation, learn about geometrical constructions and scales. Introduction. Engineering drawing is a precise way of representing geometric features of a product or an object by using certain rules that are in compliance with the national and international standards. It is a universal graphic language which provides the necessary information about a product to a manufacturer, such as the dimensions, tolerances, material, and finish of the product. The product may be a machine, a structure, or a system of engineering interest. The information that is provided in engineering drawing is the exact geometrical dimensions of that product. Drawing instruments and their uses. There are some instruments that are required to prepare engineering drawings. It is necessary to be familiar with these instruments and their uses. The correctness of drawing depends on the instrument's quality and accuracy. Some of the commonly used drawing instruments are discussed in the following sections. Drawing board. A drawing board is used to clamp the drawing sheet on it. It is a rectangular shaped board kept on a stand with an adjustable inclination. Set squares. Set squares are used to draw hatching lines in a sectional orthographic view. They are also used to draw parallel and perpendicular lines. T-square. T-square is used to draw horizontal lines. It can also be used to draw vertical, inclined or parallel lines when accompanied with set squares. It consists of a long strip and a short strip which are perpendicular to each other. Drawing instrument box. A standard drawing instrument box consists of the following instruments: large size compass, lengthening bar, small bow compass, small bow divider, small bow ink pen. Scale. A scale is used for measurement of linear distances. There are demarcation lines after every 1 cm or 10 mm. Protractor. A protractor is used for drawing or measuring an angle. It is semicircular in shape and about 100 mm diameter. French curves. French curves are used to draw irregular curves through a given set of points or curves that cannot be drawn by a compass. Drawing accessories. In addition to these instruments, certain other accessories such as drawing pencils, erasers, drawing pens and drafting machine are required while drawing. Drawing sheet layout. The sheet layout used for a particular drawing depends on the amount of information provided in the drawing. For example, a sheet used for providing the basic information of a car will be smaller than the sheet used for providing detailed information of the various parts of the car. This ensures more accuracy in the final drawing and gives a clear idea about the drawing. Let us discuss about the drawing sheet in the next session. Drawing sheet. Drawing sheet is a medium of expressing ideas so that it can be used in practical form. A drawing sheet should be strong enough so that the marking and rubbing do not degrade the quality of the sheet. Following figure shows the drawing sheet. Sheet sizes and designation. Standard sheets are used for drawings and the size recommended by BIS is A series of paper as shown is the following table. Sheet layout. After the drawing sheet is fixed on a board, margin, border lines and title block are drawn, which are explained as follows. Border lines, margins, title block. Types of lines and their applications. Lines should be drawn neatly and accurately, following the standards as listed in the Bureau of Indian Standards (BIS). Lines are the most commonly used drawing entity in engineering drawing. The simplest of drawing require the construction of lines. The various lines used in engineering drawing are explained in the following section. Thickness of lines and their spacing. Engineering drawing describes different types of line for various purposes. These lines are classified on the basis of their thickness or width and the spacing between the dashes in the lines. Types of lines. There are different lines to indicate hidden surfaces, axes, sections and cutting planes of an object. According to BIS, these lines can be classified into following types: hidden or dotted lines, center axis lines, hatching or section lines, cutting plane lines. Lettering. Lettering is the term used to specify writing of important particulars on a drawing, such as filling title block, inserting notes, writing dimensions, etc. It is an important aspect in engineering drawing. Single stroke letters, vertical letters, inclined letters, Gothic letters. Dimensioning. Dimensioning signifies the dimensions of an object drawn on a sheet, such as length, breadth, height, diameter of holes, grooves, etc. It is one of the important aspects of an object. Dimensioning terms and notations. Dimensioning a drawing, the necessary terms are explained as follows: dimension line, extension line, arrowhead, leader. Unit of dimensioning. Dimension is expressed in number and it has some unit of measurement. All the dimensions in a drawing sheet should have same unit. Placing the dimensions. Dimensions should be placed in such a way that there is clear understanding of each of the dimensions. One dimension should not cross the other and that will decrease the readability of drawings. General rules for dimensioning. There are some set of rules that must be followed while dimensioning. Some general rules for proper dimensioning are mentioned as follows. Dimensioning should completely define the geometry of the object. A dimension should not be duplicated in other views. Practical hints on dimensioning. Dimensioning in a series may be done in two ways: chain dimensioning and parallel dimensioning. Chain of dimensions represents dimensions in a sequence along a straight line and it is generally used where tolerances are not represented. Conventions for material representation. There are a variety of materials which are represented by different conventions in mechanical drawing. These conventions are mentioned as follows. These represent the different lines. Convention for hatching technique for brass. Convention for hatching technique for cast iron. Convention for a pipe or tubing. Diameter in half. Geometrical constructions. The construction of geometrical figures such as a polygon, squares, circles, etc. are explained as follows. Bisecting a line. Bisecting a line means to divide it into two equal halves. A line can be bisected easily by a compass. Drawing perpendiculars. To draw a perpendicular to a given line means to draw a line that makes an angle of 90 degrees with the given line. A perpendicular can be easily drawn by using compass. Drawing parallel lines. Parallel lines are those lines that do not intersect with each other. Dividing a line. There may be a situation in drawings when you are required to divide a line into equal parts. To divide a line into equal parts, you may follow certain procedure. Scales. Drawing of objects having small size or dimension can be easily made on a drawing sheet, but it is not always possible to represent the exact size of an object on the sheet. For example, a very large object, say a building, cannot be drawn on the drawing sheet showing its actual dimensions. Representative fraction. The ratio of the length of the object as represented in the drawing to its actual length is called RF. Scales used on drawings. The drawing on a sheet representing the actual size of the object is often drawn with the help of a full-size scale. Types of scales. Very often, engineers need to show a high level of precision and accuracy while showing distances and angles on drawing sheets, which is not possible by using any ordinary standard scales. Plane scales, diagonal scales, vernier scales. Summary. Understood about the drawing instruments and their uses. Explain sheet layout. Explored the different types of lines and their application. Explained about lettering, dimensioning, and conventions of material representation. Learn about geometrical constructions and scales.